Southern Fishing here. What's up, guys? Anyways, now I'm at my home base. You can look at the guns better. I just got back from the range. It fired well. The magazine worked for it like I was hoping it would. Anyways, it fired real well, really accurate. It seems to be more balanced because it's heavier. But yeah, I'm fixing to be cleaning it. She's dirty. I put through 200 rounds through this and the 9mm, as well as I picked up a gun on my way out of there too. We'll be going over that too. But I'm not cleaning this one just yet. I'm gonna clean the 9mm because that's the one I carry. I also got a new holster for it because mine has a flashlight attachment. I got the sticky holster. So that should work pretty well with it having a light on it. I did good today. I'm definitely improving, which the more you practice, the better you get at it. I did rapid fire, and I got the targets that I purchased with the range kit. It's for accuracy, so I worked more towards accuracy this time. So let's get into it. Here's the STR9 that from the first video. Light attachment. We're gonna. It is clip. Okay, so we're gonna take this apart here. Levers down like a Glock, comes right off. And then his little spring. Pop that out. Bam. That's out. And then the barrel, which it looks like it's stuck. There it goes. Slide it right out. Alright. It's apart. Oh yeah, she's dirty. She's a dirty, dirty girl. Dirty, dirty girl. Anyways. Where's my... Also, shout out again to the Rim Action Cleaner. They also make Ambisol from it. This brand too. This is what I use. It cleans it up really, really nice. So let's pop the top off of that. Let's get her on there. If she'll go. That'll work. Okay, so I got that on there. I'm not going to clean the magazines. No need to. So let's get to it. I'm going to clean the barrel first. First, let's get our rod. And that's 40, that's 45, so this one should be 9mm. 9mm, here we go. Let's put it on there. Shouldn't take but maybe 5 minutes to thoroughly clean it. Like 5 minutes. I'm gonna do the barrel first, so get some lubricant up in there. I usually run the brush 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, we're gonna take the brush off. Well, with this kit, I actually have one of these. Makes it a lot quicker to clean. So let's put this bad boy on there. And again, run it through 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then I like to look at it at a light, and it's nice and clean. It looks like a mirror, like it's supposed to. Okay, so now we're going to take this off. Alright, so the barrel's clean. Now it's all hand cleaning. Hand wiping, brushing. Now we're going to do the slide. I like to spray in the slide. You want it to be nice and lubricated. Take Okay, which the soft bristle brush. Just kind of brush in there, get any dust out of the mechanisms. You want it nice and cleaned up and lubricated. You want all that dust and dirt and grime out of there. So we're gonna give it a little good brush down. Okay. That can go back. And I will show you the 1911 in a different video because it takes a minute to do that one. Go ahead and do the outside of this barrel. She's definitely a dirty girl. I put quite a bit of rounds through her today. About 200 rounds I put through her today. And she fired excellent. So, not one hang up, not one problem, no failures to feed still. Really, really accurate. I mean, this thing, I am so comfortable with this firearm now. So it does not bother me one bit. Alright, she's nice and cleaned up. Let's get the outside of the... Actually, I'm going to do the outside of the slide when I get it put back together here. Basically, it just goes right back in there. Push that back. These are so much simpler than the 1911. And then, let's get the spring in here. And you'll know when you get it in there, right? Because it'll decompress a little bit, kind of like it just did. Like that. It's in there. And then it just slides back on the rail. But I'm going to clean these parts real quick. Get a little bit of metal pieces, slide stop, striker fire pin, stuff like that. Just give it a little wipe down, maybe a little brushing. Brush it down a little bit. Get all that dirt and grime off of there. Okay. This is just how I clean mine. I like this one. It really, really likes to be clean. So if not, you'll have it'll jam and stuff like that. So you don't want that happening, especially on the street when your life depends on it. Alright, so now we're going to put this back together. Run it along the little ridges. And she's back together again. As you see, clear. Alright, now I'm going to clean the outside. She did. She performed really well. I am so surprised at how good this gun shoots. It shoots really, really nice. I mean, really, really nice. Dependable. I would trust my life in this gun's hands for sure. Alright, she's cleaned up. Put that off to the side. Now, I'm going to show you my new gun that I just got. It's made by Tagarov. It's made in Italy, Turkey, Italy. I did get it pre-owned, so it's not a brand new firearm, but I got a hell of a deal on it. Like, I got a pretty decent deal. I couldn't be happier. Beautiful gun. Beautiful gun. Really, really nice. Let's see what comes with it here. I think this, yeah, trigger lock, all that stuff. Yeah, it's made in Italy. Really, really nice. It's got a nice front sight. So as you can see, it is clear. Okay. I mean, it looks like they already cleaned it. But I think I might go ahead and clean it again. So anyways, how these come apart, it's really, really simple. Don't do that, what I just did. Don't drop it. It's pretty simple. You take that off, the barrel will actually come right out. That way we can clean all this stuff up. This is the magazine tube. I'm not worried about cleaning that. But my main focus is the barrel, and it's actually dirty. So chances are they probably didn't even clean it. So we're gonna clean this bad boy up today. Here's my 12 gauge brush. Alright. Okay, we're definitely gonna need the rod for this. The long rod. Hopefully the video don't run too long. I'm gonna try to keep it, simple. Try to keep it simple. It's very, very important to clean your guns. So every time I shoot them, I come home and I clean them. Let's go ahead and put the brush on. So yeah, I clean them every time I come home from the range. I clean them. I don't never go without cleaning them, because if my life depends on it, I don't want it to jam or malfunction. I want it to work. Alright, so let's go. Let's put some oil in here. Alright, make sure it's nice and lubricated. Alright, all the way through and back 3 times. There we go. Alright. And I believe I have a cloth cleaner attachment for it as well. So I think this is it. Yes, it is. Alright. Which it just makes it a lot simpler. A lot better. Alright, I'm gonna run it through 3 times. 1. Come on, bitch. 2. Oh yeah, she is dirty as fuck. Ow. Alright. That's nice and clean. Alright, yeah, look at that. And I just came home from the gunshot with it. Never fired it. Look how dirty it is. That is fucking dirty. Alright. Put these back so I don't lose the pieces. And then it's all hand cleaning from there. I don't need this rod anymore. I do need the other piece for when I do the 1911, which it's kind of a pain in the ass to get apart. It's not like the STR by any means. Yeah, we don't need this. We need this part, but not that part. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Let's grab our brush. Spray a little bit in here. As you can see, it's all dirty. There's a lot of dust and grime on this. Let's clean it up. Get it all nice and clean. Alright. Oh yeah, nothing but dirt coming off of this. I don't think this thing was cleaned when they bought it, or when they got it from the person. It was not clean. Alright. Well, that part is clean. We're gonna set that to the side here. Let's look at the receiver. I kind of didn't want to do that. I'm sure I can figure this out here. Okay, so that goes like that. Alright, I'll leave it like that. So actually, at least now I know how it comes apart. Let's oil this all up. Alright, nice and clean there. I'm just going to take this little guy, run it in here. Alright, let's get this guy back on. There we go. That's back in. Put our cap on. Make sure it's, I mean, I wouldn't tighten it too much, but alright, so it's back together. Now it's just, we're going to clean the outside now. Clean it up. Get a little wipe down, clean it all up, make it look nice. This fucking thing is dirty. I haven't even fired it and it's dirty. And that is the Tuckeroff Tactical 12 gauge. Alright. We're going to go ahead and load this. I got some Federal 16 pellet buckshot that we are going to... This is a home defense shotgun, so yeah, it's going to be loaded. Definitely going to be loaded. Two. Three. I believe it holds 5 in 1. 4. 5. I believe that's all it holds. Alright, it's not loaded. It's loaded but not chambered, so. Alright. So that is the 12 gauge that I just picked up. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna set that over there. That's nice and cleaned up. Now, the big boy's turn. This one is a little difficult to take apart. Alright, we're going to do that. I'm going to put the safety on here. It's not loaded. But we got to take this off. This little button right here. We got to turn this thing. So we got to push this in. And then that turns 90 degrees. Turns 90 degrees to the side. There we go. And then there we go. This comes off, spring comes off. And then what you do, you turn this piece comes out. Sometimes that whole spring comes out, but I guess in this case it's not wanting to budge. So then move this pin, open the slide, move the pin, push the little button, and of course it's not going to cooperate here. Yeah, she is dirty. There we go. Move that pin out, and then the slide, and it comes apart. This is very important because this is stainless steel. It's the government issued bottle. Here we go. Here it goes. And the barrel comes right out. Make sure this eye is forward. And voila, comes right out. And it is dirty. This thing, oh yeah, this thing is really dirty. And there it is. 1945 barrel. Alright. I don't think I have a 45 brush, but I do have one in... Actually, we'll see. I might have one. I might have a brush here. 410. There's a 3030. $45. Here we go. This one's $45. Let's put our brush on. Let's clean this baby up. Like before, 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Let's take this off of there. 1, 2, 3. That one's 410. This one's 9 millimeter. I might go ahead and use the 9 millimeter. It should fit. 45 is not too much bigger. One, 2, and 3. Yep, nice and clean. So it worked. Alright, we're going to put this down. Let's go ahead, clean up the barrel a little bit. This is my favorite part. I love cleaning guns. I love shooting guns. I love sharing it with YouTube. Oh yeah, she's dirty. There's some dust and grime all over this thing. It shot really well. Believe it or not, the weight actually made it better balanced when I was firing. So it actually did quite well. Did quite well. Did really well, actually. Oh yeah. She's definitely dirty. Spray some of this in there. Let's get her all cleaned up. She looks like a whore on Log Street. Let's get it cleaned up. I didn't care too much for the sides still. So like, yeah, the sights were kind of hard to see at first. But I did hit my target, so it's not too bad. Like I said, I did hit my target, so I can't really complain too much. Like I said, I did hit my target, so that was the main goal, was to shoot, see how accurate it was, see how dependable it was. So far, I'm comfortable carrying this firearm. It shot really well. I only had one hang up, and that was with the new with the magazine I already had. But I figured out what the problem was, so that problem it got solved. So get another sheet out here, and I'll clean this part when I put it back together. Let's finish this part. Okay. She is dirty. She is really a dirty girl. Really dirty girl. But she did well. She fired both magazines. Really good, so I was really happy with that, of how she fed using those magazines. It fed perfect. She fed really good. Alright. So let's put this thing back together so I can clean the other parts. Okay. That goes back through like that. This guy feeds back through like that, and that's supposed to be forward. This guy back together. easier than last time. Cause last time I had problems with it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had problems with it last time. Right. Let's get this back through there. Alright. I have it through. The way this is it's got to go through this little notch right here. How it works. Alright, so it's in. Okay, so that part's in. That part's in. This part. Like that. And then this part, we gotta compress the spring, which can be a little difficult. Put thumb safety on. That way it can't move on me. Pushed it all the way in there. Like I said, it's kind of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Damn it. I'm gonna end it right there. I'll be right back.